Welcome back. Welcome back to the live chat. Y'all already know I'm your host, Major. We about to get into this game. It probably won't start for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but I am live to go ahead and get started. So, we got the Ole Miss Rebels versus LSU, man. Go Dogs. Is the levels good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We in here, man. We in here. Hey, man, and I normally have my chat up on the side, man, but everything sounds perfect. Hey, appreciate that. Sincere. Yeah, I normally have that chat sitting up on the side, man, but something is going on, some malfunction. I'll correct it eventually. But yeah, man, we in here, man. What you think, man? What you predicting? What you predicting, Sincere? It's a little early. It's a little early. But what you predicting, man? I got Ole Miss winning this game. Yeah? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know who I got yet. Y'all know I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to see how the game go, at least for the first half. And then I could kind of determine what we looking like. Well, what they looking like. But me personally, I don't like to give early predictions. You just never know, man. Any given Saturday, you just never know what to think. You know what I'm saying? You said the new quarterback, he can ball out. Well, my whole reason for going live for this game because we got to see how well they can play, and if whether they can stand tall with us or not. I still want to see the competition and see what's going on. 45-20, Ole Miss. Oh man, boy, that boy must be bad. That boy must be bad. Man, look, I ain't got my drink or nothing, man. I don't think I'm gonna pop that out until the Georgia Bama game. I don't think I'm gonna pop that drink out till then. I ain't gonna lie, cause I might need it. I might need it depending on how that game gonna go. That thing might be needed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, man, I've been chilling all day, man. How you weekend been going? I've been chilling all day. I ain't really been nowhere. I think the only place I've been really was where did we go? We didn't go to Walmart. We went to Publix. That's my spot. I like to go to Publix. You know what I'm saying? You say you've been watching every play. Oh man. Don't tell me you done became a Ole Miss fan now. Ain't nothing wrong with weighing out the competition because that's just how I see it. Watching these games live just to weigh out the competition to see what we working with. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, this season, man. This is the season that I feel like is gonna be really telling. Like, you know what I mean? If Gunner can step his game up, the O line step their game up, I think it's going to be really telling as far as how we're going to look next season. I always felt like, even during the off season, I spoke on the fact that I felt like we'll be better next season, better than we are this season. I mean, this season is still a lot of football, true enough, but I still feel as if we'll be a whole lot better next season. You know what I mean? Getting guys healthy and things like that. So my weekend been good. I can't wait for the dog game and what Major don't play. And what Major don't play me, dogs fan for life. Yeah, man. I just said that, because you say you've been checking dude out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I watch other games here and there. I don't really focus in too hard on them, even though I should. But I tend to only focus in on the teams that we playing in the season, in the regular season. but I didn't watch any Ole Miss games, so this will be the first here live. This will be the first game live that I'll be watching from Ole Miss. LSU, I think I watched the game. I think I was it last weekend or the weekend after. One of those weekends I watched the LSU game. LSU look okay. They look all right. Yeah, my chat is not showing up on my screen. Yeah, them Tigers look okay. The last time I watched them, they looked pretty decent. I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of people talking about this Georgia Bama game. You know what I mean? I think that this one here we can definitely pull this one off. I'm ready for it though. You know, I've been waiting all day. I watch film because they are opponent facts and see how they're going to play against us. Yeah, that's the whole point of why I go live watching these things, because I want to see how well these teams that we're going to play in the future, I just want to see how well they play, you know? You got to see what your competition look like, you know what I mean? But they do say LSU got a pretty good defense, so that's the main thing. So, you know, long as you got a good defense, you know, if they can get to the quarterback, that's the main thing that I think they need to be trying to do. If he's that good as what you said, they need to get to him, make sure they be very disruptive. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for this damn Bama Georgia game, man. I ain't lying. A lot of people got us winning. At the end of the day, my dogs got to have fire, passion, energy, and be consistent. I think the main thing though is consistency. That's the main thing. Being consistent. You know what I mean? That's the main thing that I'm concerned with, the consistency. You know, I think we have the fire. I think we have the passion as well as the energy. We just got to be consistent. That's the main thing. And we got to be consistent on offense and defense. You know what I mean? I don't think I don't know. This game may come down to the wire. It may just come down to the wire. I'm not sure. You know, most of the time I got to see how the first half do. If the first half good, you know what I mean, then we already know what it's gonna be. But if the first half we struggling, starting out slow, we gonna have a long night. We gonna have a long night. I'm just hoping we don't start out slow, man. I agree, because I hope our offensive line got the block and our secondary got to be ready for Ty going to test our DB. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely gonna do that, and he can run too. So you know the linebackers got to be prepared, man. We need to see a little more from C.J. Allen, man. Like, come on, man. Raylan Wilson looking like he about ready to, you know, be the star on the defense. I'll be right back. I gotta switch shirts. I had another shirt I was prepared to put on for this live, but I didn't put it on. I'll be right back. Yo, I want to see Noah Thomas more in the game. I want to see everyone make plays. Kirby better put some freshmen in to confuse the Alabama defense. Hey, it's a lot that I want to see too, man. Like, I thought with the Tennessee game that they were gonna pull it all out the bag, but I think Alabama is, you know, I don't know if Alabama is better than Tennessee, but I just feel like with this game here, this is going to be a proven point type of game. Because we already done beat a team that's well established. We already beat a SEC team, a SEC opponent. It's time to, for one, show that we can be consistent. And it's also time to show that we run the SEC. Like at the end of the day, you know, it's time to show that we are the standard, and we're gonna continue to be the standard. And Kirby already lost to Kalen DeBoer. What? Twice? Well, once. I think Nick Saban was still the coach. The other year I'm thinking about. But he's not already done got beat by this dude already, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's why I always say it ain't got nothing to do with Nick Saban, bro. It really don't. It ain't got nothing to do with Nick Saban, because at the end of the day, if it's about the recruitment. We got to have pressure on the offense to stop Ryan Williams and Ty. And plus that dude Bernard, too. Ain't his last name Bernard? What his name? Jeremy or something like that? Yeah, we gotta have something to stop his ass too. Yeah, we gotta be 1-1. We gotta be 1-1. Cause man, look, man, like that's why I said it ain't got nothing to do with Saban. Everybody kept talking about, oh, Saban. It ain't really got nothing to do with Saban. If that was the case, we should have beat them last year. It's the recruitment, it's the talent, you know. It's the talent. At the end of the day, that's all it boiled down to. They had the same quarterback when Saban left. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing really changed. That's why I say it's the talent. And we gotta go ahead and get our lit back from Ole Miss too. We gotta get that lit back. But last season the weather was bad, so I don't even consider the weather as much. I ain't even gonna lie. To be honest, I just feel like, like I always been talking about, the wide receiver core wasn't really there. But then we'll have to watch that game over to really see exactly what the problem was in that game. But I do think that weather does play a part, though. And that's in any game. Everything looking good, too, man. My CPU is low. I had to change my I had to change my frame and all of that. But everything is looking good. I had some issues starting this live. This game comes down to players and coaching who's going to show up in the key moments. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But for it to be, damn, I wish it was at 3:30 though, man. I hate waiting for them games, bro. It feel like my whole day be gone because I'm sitting around waiting on 7:30. It's crazy, man. Did y'all see how Notre Dame just murdered Arkansas? Arkansas is horrible. Them dudes, man, I can't believe Arkansas playing the way they playing. I don't follow them, of course, but bro, dudes is pathetic, man. To be getting brutalized the way they got brutalized, man. What was the damn ending score? I just seen it up there. What was the ending score? Arkansas, Notre Dame. Like USC beating Illinois by 1 point, 32-31. Wake Forest still beating Georgia Tech 23-20. Pitt beating Louisville done Pitt was beating Louisville. Louisville done came back 34-27. Utah State getting beat by Vanderbilt 28-48. Auburn and Texas A&M getting ready to start as well. Well, no, they 12 minutes. They pretty much just started. So they got blown out. They did, man. Belt the ass. They need to fire everyone and start over. Man, that's hey, you ain't lying though. You ain't lying. That shit was terrible, man. Just sitting there watching that. I was like, damn, bro, like y'all trying to, or do you want to win this game? Yeah, it's bad over there, man. I hope I don't ever see Georgia look like that. Yeah, man, it's time for kickoff, man. It is time. Two big SEC opponents making the SEC look bad. That's all I was saying in my one of my last lives. Like, bro, these people got mad at me when I was talking trash about Auburn. You know what I mean? But I had to keep it real, man. I had to keep it real. Like, a lot of teams this season is making the SEC look bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like Florida, Auburn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give them time, though. I ain't even gonna lie. I got to give them boys some time to get themselves together. Obviously, every team make mistakes, but, bruh, we got to, do something. Bring this SEC back alive. Arkansas I know Arkansas gonna say, get the ball first. Yeah, they definitely. I want to see this quarterback, Trinidad Chambers. Chambliss. Damn, bro. When we gonna get our dual threat black quarterback? I'm ready for that. Everybody talking highly about Jared Curtis, but I'm ready to see something different at Georgia. But for here on out, I know that Georgia, that you got to make sure you getting a dual threat in there. Yeah, from here on out. All right, Ole Miss. Yeah, it really is time, bro. Like, I try not to even worry about that so much, but bro, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. We about the only team that ain't rocking like that. What's that? False start? Yeah, we about the only team, bro. Like, come on, man. It's about that time. It is about that time. All right, we already know both teams gonna come out swinging on defense. That's how it normally be, unless this quarterback just that good. I hope Puglisi stay. It's gonna hurt to see him. Yeah, it really is. Mmm. Broke up the pass. Yeah, we already know. Yeah, it's gonna hurt to see Puglisi go because I actually want to see him start. Um, I'm not. We done seen enough game from Gunnar Stockton to say that Gunnar Stockton can hold it down. He can be a starter, but just from what I saw from Puglisi, man, it's like bro, I would have rather seen Pug, but I don't know, man. Like maybe he is far behind Gunner. I don't know. That's what they say. I'm not that sure though, but that's what. Well, no, they don't say that, but they ain't saying nothing, so we really don't know what's what. We don't know how far behind he is. All we know is that he's not starting over Gunner. But Gunner is the fan favorite, so I ain't tripping. He's the fan favorite. So, it is what it is. At this point, man, we this far into the season, so I just feel as if we good with who's starting right now. If he's going to get the job done, I'm all for it. Jaden got benched, LOL. Jaden. Who you said Jaden? Who you talking about? All right, LSU trying to move the ball. Second and what? 2 or 3? Second and 2 or 3? Yeah, second and 3. LSU on the move. Who you talking about, Sincere? You said Jaden got benched. Uh-oh. They about to review this. Oh no, that might be an incomplete pass right there. Oh, you talking about Jaden Rashada? Oh yeah. Yeah, Jaden Rashada, I don't know, man. I don't know why it seemed like guys, be slanging the ball every which way, but then when they come to Georgia, it's like you don't see much from them. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say it's Georgia. I'll just say, and I guess you could say I'm biased a little bit when it comes to Georgia. But at the same time, man, it is what it is, man. I just feel like it's about that time where we, get some, just something more, man. Like some more style under that center, man. Like I think we'll see it with Gunner at some point. You know what I mean? To be honest, I think we'll see it with Gunner at some point. I think Gunner will start surprising us at some point. I mean, I did see his high school, a lot of his high school highlights, and we saw what he was able to do to Marshall. So he got the capability. I just think that Kirby them got to turn him loose. Kirby and Bobo got to turn him loose sometime. Get some spark in the quarterback room. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Get some spark. Appreciate that, Sincere. Get some spark in that quarterback room. Look like 2nd and 10? That must have been an incomplete pass. All right, LSU. See what y'all can do on the run. Run game don't look too bad. 3rd and 6. All right. Yeah, we got to get some spark up in that quarterback room, man. Hopefully Gunner can do it for us, though. I ain't lying. At the end of the day, it don't matter black or white. I just want to see I want to see a dog out there. That's why at this point in the season, I just feel like let's go ahead and give Gunner. Let's just continue to stand behind Gunner. I wasn't a fan of him, and still kind of it's taking me a while to become a Gunner fan, but I will stand behind him if that's what Coach Kirby Smart is doing. Oh my God. So hey, Sincere, man, how you feeling about the new my new intro and outro, man? I had to do something new, man. I wanted to try something new just to, have everybody interested before you even get to the video. But yeah. How you feel about that? How you feel about the intro and the outro? Yeah, man. Yeah, like I love that. I love the song so much, man. I ain't lying. I said, man, I need to have the whole song. I ride around in my car listening to that. That shit sounds so good. That shit sounds so good, man. I ain't lying. I want the whole. I want to do. I only got a minute worth of it, but I was like, damn, bro, I want a whole song. Like, I'm such a dog. I'm like, man, I ride around listening to that shit. I would literally ride in my car listening to that shit. For real. And like I said, I just want to add some spice, add some flavor to the channel. You know what I mean? You said, bro, did you see what Carson said? I'm an athlete. What Carson said? Fill me in. Okay, we got Jay Way. What the deal is, bro? Appreciate that too, Bones. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Anything counts. You know what I'm saying? Anything count. On I'm an athlete. Nah, what Carson said? What Carson said? What's good with you, J Way 82? Let me see. What did Carson say? Oh, they talking about him on leaving Georgia. Oh Lord, what did he say? What did he say?
From Georgia to come here? Of course. I think the hardest part for me, obviously, wasn't that I was just transferring, right? But I was transferring after suffering a major injury. Yeah. And so being in the process of rehabbing that, not being able to throw, I'm a quarterback. I know. Right? It was very difficult. And then not only that, but everything else that kind of was going on in my life at the time. Yeah. And having to move schools, move places, like deal with the injury, deal with what just happened the season before, right? It was a lot. Like, it was very mentally taxing.
Appreciate the super chat.
Again, like, that's why I'm so appreciative for the people down here, the training staff, the coaches, the
J Way 82 showing love in here tonight. Well, this afternoon.
I wouldn't have been able to make it through as seamlessly through that kind of, transition period, and that, dealing with that rehab of such a difficult injury to come back from. Without them, like they really helped me through that, and I'm super appreciative and thankful for the way that they were able to help. That's dope. It speaks a lot to the culture. Of course. Speaking to this, I mean, people are, I'm sure, are very they want to know how you feeling. Like, you feel like this is the best Carson. What percentage are you back? Like, how would you say where's your game at right now? Yeah, I feel good. I mean, whole summer been 100% back.
Carson spoke about that in another interview also, how he felt like he was more happier. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he felt he was under pressure. Then you got to understand, too, Georgia was going hard on him. As far as the fan base goes, the fan base was going hard on Carson. Like almost as hard as they went on Stetson. I ain't gonna lie, we all are guilty for going hard on Stetson, but they were going extremely hard on Carson. Real talk. He got out. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate J-Way82 for showing love to the channel, man. Like I say, man, anything helps. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for a certain dollar amount or nothing like that. I just ask that y'all support the channel. It definitely helps the channel get better. I'm all for trying to get this channel, way better. I'm not big on trying to get all of the subscribers and all of that. I don't really care. My thing is to give more and better content to all of my subscribers and viewers. So, yeah. You said Carson don't like pressure? Or you talking about the old boy? What's his name? Chambliss. Yeah. But yeah, back again, man. Carson just may. Yeah. I feel you. But yeah, back again on Carson, man. I just think Carson just, I don't really know what it is. I think that a lot of people were saying that, Carson and Bobo or whoever wasn't seeing eye to eye. And I don't know how they got that intel, but he obviously left for a reason. He wasn't happy. He said he felt happier, once he went to Miami, and it is what it is. Georgia just wasn't the place for him, I guess. It is what it is. All right, LSU, let's go. Trying to air it out. Wide open receiver. Could he take it to the house? Could he take it? No, he looked like he slipped. Carson had a lot of pressure at the University of Georgia, and he's balling out at Miami, and Florida State lost to Virginia. Yeah, Florida State lost to Virginia. What's that, yesterday, right? I would have went live for that one, but I had some other stuff going on. Yeah, that's all it is, man. I think Georgia have some things going on. Georgia's not perfect, so every quarterback, every person that come to Georgia, obviously is not. They're not gonna, want to stay at Georgia for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Uh oh. Uh oh. Look like LSU moving the ball around here. Like they getting ready to score. But 10 minutes and some changes in the first quarter. All right. Man, if you got the commentators saying that your defense, the analysts and commentators speaking about your defense not being as good as last season, that ain't good, man. And they not always right. I'm not even gonna kid you. They not always right. But my thing is, if you got them talking about your defense ain't good, yeah, it look kind of funny, look kind of shaky, man. And hell, they ain't lying. Good run, good run, good run. You said because we have all them quarterbacks just waiting on their turn and thinking, what should I do? Yeah, I think every program got that though, sincere. I think every program wants a certain amount of quarterbacks on their roster, and they want them to at least be 4 to 5 star quarterbacks for the most part. I know every quarterback is that every team don't have 4 or 5 star quarterbacks, but for the most part, that's what they want. They want a certain amount, and if they and oh, that's caught. And if they happen to get a 4 or 5 star on a roster, then hey, touchdown. Hey man, it is what it is. I think every team want that though. Every team want at least 5 scholarship quarterbacks. At least 5. You know what I mean? Every one of them ain't gonna be top tier. I don't even think we've had the problem. I don't even think that was Georgia's problem of having top tier, starting top tier quarterbacks. I just think that kids just don't want to wait their turn no more. I think that's the main issue. They don't want to wait their turn. They feel like they can start anywhere. Especially when you come out of high school and you are, a high profile 4 star, 5 star. You're gonna want to go somewhere where you can get your start. And if another quarterback is having a great season, where you at? I mean, that's anybody. I mean, I probably would do the same. Hey man, let me go somewhere where I can get my start, man. I ain't gonna sit on this bench, especially if I'm probably a better quarterback than the one that's starting. That's why Dylan Raiola didn't come to us. I don't know about Dylan Raiola. I think that Dylan Raiola. Oh no, that's an incomplete pass right there. Yeah, that ball hit the ground, I think. Did the ball hit the ground? It looked like it hit the ground. Oh, it's still a touchdown. Okay. Yeah, but back to Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola, I think they said his people had some relationships over there at in Nebraska. I think they said his people had some relationships. So I think that may play a major part, to be real. Um, there was nobody coming to Georgia at the time for him to feel, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, sincere. Now you could be right, bro. But my opinion is there was nobody at Georgia in his way. He was a highly recruited 5 star. So nobody would have been in his way, I don't think. Um yeah, because I mean you had Carson there. Who else was there? Carson, Gunner. I don't know if Puglisi had committed already. Jaden wasn't there. Jared, I mean, Jared Curtis wasn't there. So I think all you had really was ahead of you was Puglisi and Gunner. Um, Maybe that is the reason why he didn't come. Because we all about seniority. We all about starting quarterbacks that the next man up type of deal instead of you know I don't know. But I don't want to seem like I'm discrediting what the coaches are doing. They're out there on the field with them, so they know who's best. All right, man. So we got LSU 7-up. No, 7-0. What's going on here? Lane Kiffin, boy. We got y'all number, boy. We got y'all number. Outside defense. Oh, they might well go for two then. But then you say, yeah, you're right. But in the next few years, we got Pug and Ryan, Montgomery and Curtis. We got a young quarterback room unless we a quarterback, unless he what the quarterback portal. Georgia Tech come back win. Oh yeah, Georgia Tech. Yeah, them boys looking good, man. Georgia Tech is definitely looking good. Yeah, we got a lot of quarterbacks, and obviously somebody's leaving. I think every year, especially with us being Georgia, if we keep getting 4 to 5 star quarterbacks in, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, every season somebody's gonna be leaving unless we get a quarterback in the portal. I don't know if we're gonna get a quarterback in the portal, but I feel like if we keep getting those high profile quarterbacks, I feel like that's gonna happen every season for us. We're gonna continue to lose quarterbacks to the portal. I think Ryan Puglisi can go somewhere and start. Like even though he's not starting for Georgia, I think he definitely can go somewhere and start. So, yep. See, let me see where we at. Where we at? Texas A&M up 7-0. Nobody scored. Nobody scored. Ohio and Washington. Yeah, I think Pug can start in the Big Ten. Vandy with a dub. With the dub. Yeah, man. Vandy. Hey, man. Hey, Georgia Tech looking pretty good. I mean, they won by 1 point, but a win is a win. Vandy, where they at? Vandy just won. Did they win? Yeah, Vandy won. Yep. Auburn looking like they down. But the game's this is the first half. Yeah, man. Vandy looking way better than previous years, bro. I remember when Vandy ain't had nothing going on. I remember when Vandy canceled the game against us one season. I think they was 0-8 or 9 at that time. And them boys went on and canceled. They was like, nah, we not even finna even play ourselves like that. You know what I mean? And that's when Georgia was hell. I think it was what season was that? The 2020 or 2021 season when they canceled on us. And then like the only thing that they had going was the girl kicker situation. That was the biggest thing they had going on that season. They had a female kicker. The only team in college football with a female kicker. I don't know what happened to her, but I don't know if she actually was on the team or what they had going on. Senior night, they can't. Yeah, yeah. I was like, man, like that whole season, they just had nothing going on, and they just didn't need to. They just didn't need to play Georgia. They really didn't need to play Georgia. Because Georgia at that time we was headhunting. You know what I mean, especially on defense. So they didn't need to play Georgia. That'd have just been another extra loss on their record. You said since it's at facts, Vanderbilt looks nice. They a sleeper team. They look way better than last year. They can finish the season 10-2 or 11-1. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey man, a lot of teams. That's what I've been saying lately. Like man, a lot of teams in the SEC ain't. It seems like the SEC is slacking off, and it's certain teams that normally do well in the SEC is slacking off, and the teams that don't do well is stepping up. You know, but it's all about who got the bag. So if you got the playing field is so evened out nowadays to the point where everybody is getting good players. It don't matter what team it is, everybody getting good players. All right, let's see what Ole Miss can do if they're gonna answer back. Don't look like they're gonna answer. Golly, damn, where they at? On a 10? On a 5? Yeah, Georgia got to stay good, man. We got to, bro. I mean, I feel like Georgia got to start opening up that checkbook also. I feel like Georgia got to start doing that too because that's how these teams that's why it's the way it is. Everybody is going for where the bag at. So if you a 5-star guy and you know obviously you're gonna go somewhere and want to get your star and they giving you a nice bag, you're gonna go wherever the bag is. I can't blame these young dudes, man. I can't even blame them. Okay, Ole Miss. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Then you have Ole Miss winning this one, sincere. I know it's still early, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Ole Miss kind of looking a little shaky here. They ain't really able to establish too much of a run game, and they're gonna need that. I mean, it's still early. I still got to give them some time. Say you believe Kirby got to open up them pockets. Facts. J-Way82 say even foul becoming more even with these college football. Yeah, you had Ole Miss winning this one. I don't know, man. They looking kind of, they got like I guess they got to wake up. I guess that's what it is. They got to wake up a little bit. Even foul becoming more even with these college football. I don't know what you're trying to say, Jay Way. Oh yeah, they got to wrap up. Okay, Ole Miss on the move. Ole Miss said, we wake me up. Okay. Let's see what this run game do to get their first down. Yeah, just enough. Just enough for it. Should I agree, Jay Way? If Alabama head coach doesn't make it to the playoffs this year, he's getting fired. Same thing for Billy Napier. Y'all, you think Kalen the boy gonna get fired after this year if he don't make it to the playoffs? I think I could see Billy Napier getting fired. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. But I don't know. I don't know if Kalen. I don't know. Okay. Look like Ole Miss trying to answer back. Man, listen. All right, now come on, Ole Miss. What's going on? What's taking y'all so long? Snap the ball. You almost jumped off sides right there. Oh, boy, got a nice little arm, too. You said, yeah, if they don't go to the playoffs because they miss it last year, and then Bama fans going to hurt him. Yeah, I play the PS5. Yep. I mainly be on them zombies, man. I move too much. I work too much to really be playing you know what I'm saying, like the regular Call of Duty with the people. So I just play the zombies, man. Something that I can handle, something that I can win at instead of as soon as I get in the game, pow, getting shot. I leave that to the experts that play it every day. But I do yeah. Okay. Okay. Ole Miss about to answer back. Shit, this mic here about sound just as good as my other mic. I be switching up mics, y'all. Every time I go live, I might go live or do a video, about 4 or 5 videos where I'm using the one mic, then I switch it up because I got like 3 or 4 mics. So I be trying to give y'all the best quality that I can. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's the whole point of why I said, man, I appreciate JWay82 for showing love, man, and sending that super chat because to be honest with you, that's the only way to get better with stuff, man. Is having people support the channel in many ways. Said who you got? Tennessee winning, Tennessee or Mississippi State? I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I'm gonna go ahead and rock out with Tennessee. Anything can happen though, but I don't think. I think it's gonna be a close scoring game, but I'm gonna go with Tennessee unless Mississippi State just completely don't come to play. But I'm gonna go ahead and rock out with Tennessee. All right, 3rd and 5. Let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh, he got tripped up, but he came back. First down. But them boy about to answer right back, man. Tennessee going to Mississippi State. I don't know. I feel like Tennessee, running that up tempo offense, man, like that'll throw a lot of defenses off, man. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be like I said, I think it may be a close scoring game, but I'm gonna still give it to Tennessee. If Mississippi pull it off, then hey, kudos to Mississippi. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to get this one to to Tennessee. Yeah, it is his first road game. Definitely his first road game. But I think he can handle it. That's a good stop, LSU. LSU boy, y'all better. Hey, look, them boys said we finna answer right back. Yeah, I know what Mississippi State record is. I think, like I say, Cecile, I think it may be a close game. You know what I'm saying? Luckily for Mississippi State, this is Joey Aguilar's first game on the road, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We I don't know what's gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? Because being on the road don't guarantee you a loss. LSU got a good defense. Yeah, LSU doing pretty good, man. But don't Ole Miss finna answer right back, man. Ole Miss said, man, we ain't coming in here to just get beat up on like that. We ain't Arkansas. We ain't Florida. Who is this? Is that the Rock? You said Tennessee might drop 60 on them. I doubt that. I doubt 60 now. I doubt that. I think it's probably gonna be a close scoring game because Mississippi State gonna be at home. You know what I mean? They 4-0. I think it may be a close scoring game. It could go either way, but I think I might give it to Tennessee. Or Mississippi might drop 60 on them. I doubt it. Why 60? Why you go? Oh, I doubt it. That's too high for an SEC game. That's way too high. You rarely see two SEC teams play each other and one team score 60 points. Why 60, man? All right. Look like Texas A&M still up 7-0. All right, Washington scored a little field goal, 3-0. All right, Ohio State, you mess around, boy. This an unranked team right here, y'all playing. You mess around, boy, y'all gonna drop. Y'all definitely gonna drop if y'all keep up this slow pace. Who else playing worth talking about? Nobody really. Indiana or Iowa, Baylor, Oklahoma State. Ain't neither one of them games even worth even addressing. But this Ohio State and Washington game, hey, Washington, them Huskies ain't playing, man. Them Huskies say, hey, we gonna stick in there with y'all. Or both teams might drop 60 and go in overtime. Want Washington to beat Ohio State. I believe Washington can beat Ohio State. I believe they can. This right here alone, if Washington go ahead and score, you know what I mean? And man, if Ohio State don't blow Washington out, they dropping automatically in the poll. They have to blow Washington out, in my opinion. They got to. Washington is not ranked. You know what I'm saying? They both 3-0, but Washington ain't ranked. So in my opinion, I feel like they have to drop Ohio State down in the poll, especially if Ohio State don't pick up the pace. Because we in the second quarter, right? Look like I kind of figured Texas A&M was gonna beat Auburn. I kind of figured that. Look like they still up 7-0, but and okay, in the first quarter. All right, man, let's go. Let's go. Ole Miss, go on ahead and punch it in. Go on and punch it in. Oh, got it. Batted. Damn, he batted it down. He seemed young though. He seemed very young. That quarterback. He seemed like he seemed like a talented quarterback. Ole Miss quarterback. He seemed very talented, but yeah. I don't even see how he didn't see that coming. A little bit over. Oh man, LSU defense stuck in there. They won that one. Okay, LSU Ole Miss finally on the board. 7-3 LSU. I don't understand why teams celebrate. What if Mississippi State dropped 70 on Tennessee head today? I don't. Come on, man. Now you now you overdoing it. Way over. Way over. That's not gonna happen whatsoever. Tennessee would have to completely just not play at all for Mississippi State to drop 70. I don't think Mississippi dropped 70 on anybody. I don't think Mississippi ever dropped 70 on anybody. Damn, the damn nail glue worked pretty good. All right, man. It's a pretty good game right here. But nah, I'm joking. I got Tennessee winning the belt today. Belt the booty. Belt the ass. Yeah, man. like I say, man, and I'm always promote it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know, walking off in the live, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you a subscriber, you can donate to the dog channel to help the channel grow, man. Send me a super chat, cash app, however you want to do it. Like I say, I don't promote it that much because I'm not here to try to, get money from people, but it does help the channel grow. It does help me with a lot of the technical side of working this channel. So yeah, man, support the channel. Any amount matters. Okay, LSU coming. Okay, LSU. All right. Yeah. LSU looking good, man. It seemed like the further we get into the schedule, as far as all teams, not just Georgia, but the further we get into the schedule, the better these teams are looking. Don't nobody look like they really suck out of the SEC, in my opinion, except for um, Auburn, Florida, and Arkansas. Those are the three teams that I feel like are not playing to their best ability or just not good. Arkansas, Florida, and Auburn. Them three. Everybody else seem like they finding themselves. Everybody else seem like they have an identity or working towards an identity. But those three teams is just not. It's not cutting it as far as being an SEC team. Okay. 3rd and 5. Oh man, where the flag at? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, them three teams, man. Them three teams is just looking very bad, man. Like for real, they have to make some type of a adjustment, like whether it's coaching or something, because they looking real bad. Luckily, the teams that's supposed to look good in the SEC are still looking good in the SEC. I mean, Florida is one of those teams that should still be looking good, but you know, and I know Alabama fans out there was glad as hell that Florida State got whooped. I know Alabama fans were glad about that. Said, but why Gunner not in the Heisman conversation? I don't know. I don't know. Um, I I can't even answer that, bro. Uh, I think Gunner got to go hard, man. I think Gunner got to get to a point where they allow him to let it loose. You know what I mean? Get the ball out of your hands, because you got to understand, Gunner is one of the only quarterbacks in the SEC that's not really slinging it, not really getting it out there. I said one of the only quarterbacks, because I know it's a couple of quarterbacks that hadn't, but I'm talking about one of the only quarterbacks when it comes to Heisman talk, in college football, not just SC, in college football. I think that's the problem too. I think because he hasn't had a big game, really. He hasn't had a game to really have them folks talking about him. He was highly recruited coming into college football when he was getting ready to commit to South Carolina. I mean, he was highly recruited, but I'm not gonna say he had offers from everybody. I know he had offers from us and obviously South Carolina, but I don't know, man. I don't know why he's not being talked about. I just think that because he hasn't proven himself fully yet. First down. Yeah, I can see LSU winning this one. I I understand that he got touchdowns on both sides, but you got to look at where he got those touchdowns at. I don't think people tend to think about that. Like when you're playing when you start off with two cupcake teams and one of them you do good. Then we play Tennessee. He did well. He did well against Tennessee, but you still haven't established yourself yet. You only really played one good game this season, and that was against Tennessee. You only play one decent game, in my opinion. That's just how I look at it. Like I look at it like you got to play the top opponent, for you to start getting into the Heisman conversation. I don't know how Arch Manning was already in there. Maybe because he was already a 5-star quarterback. Maybe because his name, he was already in the talk before he even took a snap. All right, Ole Miss offsides. Oh, it's all good. Ole Miss was offsides anyway. But I like being the underdogs. I ain't gonna lie. Like Stetson wasn't a Heisman winner. He wasn't a Heisman winner. You know what I mean? But I like being the underdog because it give us something to grind for. Because I feel like when we the best at everything, we just gonna be on that chopping block every single season. When we number one, I would rather be number 4, number 5, or something like that to give us something more to work for, something more to grind for. So he got the ball out in this Alabama game. So he got a ball out. Yeah, I think so. I think if he ball out in this game, this will send Gunner through the roof. His name will be ringing everywhere if he balls out this game. His name is gonna be ringing everywhere. Even if he, how can I put it? Even if he's not the focal point in his game, even if the running backs do all the work, you know what I mean? Even if it's a defensive game, I think his name is still gonna be ringing just because he stood in there, he's standing in the paint. But if he balls out, his name is definitely through the roof. You beat Tennessee, you beat Alabama. Come on, man. And the same, yeah. Yeah. But, it is what it is. Hopefully we come out with this win and everything will be cool. Facts. That's all. Facts. They always have hate against us. Yeah, they do. And I think our main reason why people hate Georgia, or not hate Georgia, but the main reason why they second guess Georgia is because Georgia seems to never be consistent. The 2021 and 22 season was the most consistent we have been. Period. Since Kirby been there, in my opinion. We have a lot of slow starts. We struggle with teams that we're not supposed to struggle with, even if we come off with the win. Multiple years we struggle with teams that we're not supposed to struggle with, and I think that's why a lot of people always think that they can beat Georgia. That's why a lot of people always think that Georgia ain't as good as they are, because they tend to not do good against cupcake teams. Like, we've done that plenty of times, plenty of seasons. We come into these Austin P games and don't do good. You know what I mean? And only win by maybe 10 points or a touchdown or something like that. Like, we got to stop that. We got to be dominant every single season, every single game. We have to be dominant. A lot of people going to hate Georgia. Most of the SEC hate Georgia because they can't beat Georgia. No matter what they do, they try every season to beat Georgia, but they just can't do it. Ole Miss, they got away with it last season, but I don't see it happening this season. But I still don't know the full identity from this team because we still hadn't turned Gunner loose. He did throw a semi-deep ball to what's his name? Humphreys. He did throw a semi-deep ball to him and then to Kobe Young, but we got to be consistent, It's to the point where we play on their level and it makes us look bad, yeah, because it's time that we had a better team than Alabama and still lost. Yeah. It was a time that we had a better team. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Georgia got to be a little more consistent. You see Alabama, and whenever Alabama play those first 2 preseason games, I'm going to just call it a preseason game, even though it's college football. Whenever you see Bama playing those teams, Bama is up damn near 70 points before the damn half. Uh-oh. First down, LSU. I don't know, man. It looked like LSU gonna take this one definitely. It looked like LSU wanted more. Yeah, but I just think, like I said, man, when you see Bama play, even Tennessee, when they play those first preseason games, bro, you see their identity from the jump. It seemed like it take multiple games just for us to show what our real identity is. Because either we lacking that running back or we lacking that wide receivers. It's always something. Or either we lacking at the quarterback position. But it's always on offense. Uh-oh. He just got picked off. Wow. Uh-oh. Look like Ole Miss trying to stay in this game. Yeah. If we can be consistent, if Georgia can be more consistent with the offense season after season, then we'll be good. But we're never consistent. It's always, like I said, once again, it's always we don't have a quarterback or we don't have wide receivers or our running backs are hurt. It's always something with us, you know? Or either we have a mediocre quarterback, but we have dominant running backs. So we got to lean on the running backs. So it's always something we got to get better with. You know, it's always something. So I think that's why a lot of people don't really fear us the way they should. We always start slow on offense. Our best offense was in 2022. Man, I missed them days. Yeah, I missed the 21 and 22 days. I missed both of them. Damn. I missed both of them. Damn, so Ole Miss just picked off LSU, and they trying to get down that field and score. They trying to make something happen. 2nd and 10. That quarterback got to get a little more accurate too, man. His throws been a little off. I could see he got a little arm on up. False start. Too anxious. Ole Miss. Come on now. The defense already come on now. Put you in position, baby. You got to be a little more patient and have a little more discipline. But that's real spill what we sitting here talking about, sincere, because that's what I've been thinking about season after season. I think in 21 that was our defense, and in 22 our offense was the best. Yeah. Oh, that might be a face man. Where the flag at? Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, so the 2021 was definitely the defense. You are 100% correct on that one. The 2021 was the defense and the 22 was the offense. Facts. Ransom to Don, we are in here. What's happening with you? What's going on, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all walking in. Yes, sir. Just sitting here watching and chopping it up. You know how I do. You know what I mean? Sitting here watching this LSU Ole Miss game, just chopping up. Game with Sincere Harper. But yeah, like I'm so excited about this game tonight though. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, we be at home. I think we're gonna make it very, very difficult for Ty Simpson. The crowd got to be in it the whole way, which I believe they will be. On the grill burning one. Word. Okay. Okay, so I could see this game. I could see this being a close scoring game, especially if Ole Miss offense be consistent. If they can be consistent, because the quarterback looked like he's more of a runner than a thrower, in my opinion. And that's what I'm not liking from a lot of the black quarterbacks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm not liking the fact that they seem like they excel more at the run game than the pass game. I need these guys to be a little more accurate. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the white guys are more accurate. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to talent-wise from these quarterbacks, it seems like the talent is mostly with their legs. Okay, Ole Miss, first down. I'm ready for the game tonight. We need to score the ball on every drive or do some damage. Hey, we gotta wrap up. Definitely. That's my main thing. We gotta wrap up. We gotta play physical, energetic. We at home, so you gotta have the energy. You know what I mean? We gotta be consistent on offense. Yeah, and we just gotta disrupt Ty Simpson, man. We gotta be disruptive. You know, we haven't who's gonna be coming off the edge? Who's gonna be like we gotta get to at some point we gotta get to that point where we got guys coming off the edge because ain't nobody really coming up. Chris Cole might be better coming off the edge than anybody. Chris Cole and Raylan Wilson. Those two guys look like they might be better coming off the edge because we gonna need something, man. Because the defense look okay, and the secondary. You know what I mean? The secondary, we gotta hope that they gonna stand strong. We don't know who they gonna start, Daniel Harris or Ellis Robinson. We don't know which one of those guys gonna start. Yeah. Yeah, if Ole Miss can't get nothing downfield, they're gonna have to push that ball downfield. Yeah, they gotta throw that ball downfield, man, and connect with one of his receivers. Like, come on, man. Shit, you said CJ Allen waking up a little bit. I hope so, man. Oh, come on, bro. Why you doing all that backing up? Just take off. See, they can't get nothing really going on offense, bro. That's the main problem. Dalen Everett gets on my nerves still. Yeah, Dalen, you know, I've been talking crap about Dalen Everett since last season, man. I've been talking crap about him forever, man. He's not. He ain't all that. He makes some plays from time to time. It's like he's inconsistent. And he's chasing the receiver down every snap. He's chasing his receivers down. Like, come on, man. I'm just not sold on Dalen Everett. Like I said, I think he makes some good plays from time to time, but for the most part, he's supposed to be one of the leaders back there. And I don't think he's a leader. I don't think he's playing that role. That's what I'm saying. That secondary got to get right. That's what it looked like maybe the biggest problem is the secondary because Tennessee was able to score 21 points in the first damn quarter, man. $21 points in the first quarter on Georgia. Regardless if they were at home, they scored 21 points on that defense in the first quarter. So, in my mind, it feels like, you know, the secondary got to tighten it up. They got some screws loose. They got to tighten up. Yeah, KJ looked like he doing the most as far as production wise, producing. He looked like he doing way more. Like he's all over the field. Like you don't see Dalen Everett anywhere really. He's not making Dalen Everett. I mean, you still a defensive player. You know what I mean? So I still would like to see you make some tackles. And we rarely see him making any tackles. Rarely see him doing anything outside of chasing the receiver down. 10 miles behind the receiver, that's what Dalen Everett does. But hopefully he can be better tonight or just do enough tonight. I want to see him do better, but I just don't know. We saw him last season. I had complaints about him last season. Seen him this season do the same things. Needs to be communication in the backfield because Daniel Harris always getting beat too. Yeah, all three of them dudes was getting beat. Daniel Harris, Dalen Everett, Ellis Robinson, all three of them dudes was getting beat. All three of them, man. I don't think that does that don't that's not saying that they're not good, any good. I just think that they gotta either I know Ellis Robinson can get better. Dalen Everett, I don't know about Dalen Everett because he's been with us for a while and it's the same thing every season with him. So I don't know about Dalen Everett. Like I say, I got to give him credit for making some decent plays here and there because he has made some plays last season. He definitely made a few good plays last season, but he was also doing the same thing he's doing now, which is chasing down his receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 10 miles behind his receiver, leaving receivers wide open. Daniel Harris, same thing. I think Daniel Harris' situation was like a miscommunication situation though. But he can get better also. But I think Daniel Harris might be he might be a senior now, a junior one. Like them guys, these guys, Dalen Everett, and Daniel Harris, them guys are supposed to be dominating back there in that secondary. They supposed to be dominating back there. Them boys are veterans, both of them. Dalen Everett and Daniel Harris, veterans. And Daniel Harris, you out here struggling with Ellis Robinson, Ellis Robinson. Like, come on, man, make it make sense, man. I do want to see some of them freshmen out there though. If the starters ain't gonna really do much, I want to see them start. I want to see them freshmen. Facts. Dalen Evans make my blood pressure high. LOL. Daniel Harris is a sophomore. Oh, I thought he was a junior. I could have sworn he was a junior. I might have been looking at somebody else. But Dalen Everett definitely I'll be glad when he gone. And see if we can get some new guys. But I definitely want to see some freshmen. I gotta see them freshmen. But I don't know, man. Like I say, it look like LSU might take this one if Ole Miss can't get that offense to going. I mean, they moving, but they not moving. Like, you know what I mean? It looked like LSU having a little more success on offense, even though defenses win games. But if your offense can move the ball, it would help. Oh, my bad. Just looked at the roster. He's a junior. Yeah, I figured he was, man. I thought I was looking at him. Yeah, like like I said, he one of the vets back there. Him and Dalen Everett, they supposed to be clicked up, you know what I mean, showing these young boys how to do it. But, eventually we was gonna drop. Eventually we was gonna take a slight back seat to the 2021. 21-22 season. We was gonna take a little back seat. I seen it coming. Okay, let it fly. I want to see Taylor getting in the field and CJ Wiley. Well, I'm gonna say this: the first half we ain't gonna see neither one of them. We might see Taylor, or however you pronounce his first name. We may see him because I think we saw him. What game we saw him in? It wasn't against Tennessee, I don't believe. I think it was like Austin Peay. So they definitely not gonna start them guys in the first half. It's gonna take us to blow out Alabama for us to play them two guys, unless somebody get hurt or something. But I don't see Kirby Smart letting them two guys get in. Not this weekend. Not this weekend. This is not one of the weekends to be just testing these guys out. You got to understand, our O-line is still not up to par. So, with that being said, okay, Ole Miss said we gonna stay in this game. Our defense versus y'all defense. Do you think Josh McCray gonna get more reps this game? Yeah. Yeah, he's a nice back, man. I think the backs is gonna do good. Me personally, I think I don't see a problem with the backs. I don't see a problem at all with the backs. I just need oh. I ain't going nowhere. I just need that O line to protect the ball. That pass game should be elite this game. It should be, but you know we haven't we got new guys coming in on the O line, so I don't know about Ernest Green. I think he's still on an injury, and Juan Gatson, you know, they still. But I think Juan Gatson might be questionable. Ernest Green, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be out, but Juan Gatson, I think he questionable. So, and that big dude too, Big Ja. I don't know if you know who that is. We got his Ja Jackson or whatever. Yeah, he out too. That's a huge dude. He like 6'7", about what, 300 some pounds, 200 some pounds, 280, three something. We can utilize him, but I mean, when your O line is injured, man, ain't but so much you could do. That's why I said they need to turn Gunner loose from time to time, because if we can't do nothing with the pass game, hey, use them like Bama was using Jalen Milroe. Oh, that's probably the best catch. Ole Miss said they trying to move that ball, first down. And that was good coverage, too. He still caught that thing. That's how you fight for the ball right there. Damn, true freshman out there fighting for that thing. Yeah, that LSU defense ain't playing. But, yeah, we're going to definitely need to get right as far as our pass protection, man, because that's the, you know, if anything is hindering Gunner at this point, I feel like it would be the pass protection. That's the only thing, because obviously he can throw. Like we saw that he can throw, and he can be a little accurate as well. Okay, he let it flip. Damn, definitely not on the same page. Yeah, he look like he gonna need some work. Is Ole Miss quarterback a freshman? Is he a freshman? Nah, I don't think Gunner worried about the naysayers. He a senior, and he playing like this. Lord have mercy. He don't come off as a senior, at least not in this game. I can't speak about any other games, but maybe it's just LSU's defense being that good. I wouldn't assume that he was a senior. Okay. Shake and bake, baby. All right, look like Ole Miss getting ready to answer. Oh, he came from from a D2 college. Okay. Damn, you really been following this dude. Okay. Oh, he fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. Lord have mercy. Said I do my research and have my receipts. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, yeah, he fumbled that. Yes, Lord. The first, you don't even need no more slow mos. You don't need no more. All you need is one replay. That's it. We see that. All you needed is one replay. All right, so during half, I'm not gonna end the live, but I'm gonna go make some moves during the halftime, so I won't be on screen. But yeah, we gonna rock it out, man. We gonna rock it out. I'm gonna try to not have nothing to drink for the 7:30 Georgia Alabama game, but I don't know. I might I might have to, man. But I ain't been hearing too much bad news coming from Georgia, outside of the injuries, outside of Ernest Green still being injured, and um, Juan Gatson being, in my opinion, questionable. I haven't heard anything too bad. I think, yeah, I ain't really heard too much. I think, the worst thing that I heard was Dwight Phillips was injured. That was it. But I don't think that Dwight Phillips is gonna change the outcome of what we do. To be real, honest and truthful, I don't see him changing really nothing. He was, like I said before, he was only explosive against Marshall and Austin P. He might have had one explosive. No, I don't think he even had a real explosive play against Tennessee. Maybe one. Outside of that, he wasn't even really explosive against Tennessee. So that's not to say that he can't be. I'm just saying, like, he's still young. He's still getting his reps. So that's why I didn't jump on the bandwagon so quick about him, because I felt like, okay, his high school highlights look great, but like I always say, it's got to translate over to college football, and he did well in those two games, but he's hurt. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna be in. They say, I know Kirby Smart said he looked decent. He looked straight. Um, they didn't. It ain't. They say he wasn't limited that much. He had very little limitations, so that's good. So maybe we will see him, but I don't think that changes things. To be real, I mean, your starter, your starter running back is out there. Both of them. We still got Nate Chauncey and Josh. That's why I say it's not gonna change nothing. Like, with Dwight Phillips being hurt, that only thing that changes is having an extra option. That's the only thing that it changes. Us having an extra option. Yeah, that defense definitely look good, y'all. That LSU defense look good, man. Yeah, LSU gonna take this one. Don't get me wrong. Dwight did bring speed. Yeah, Dwight is a good running back. He's a good running back, but he has to prove himself to me. Not to me, but in my opinion, he has to prove himself. He's only shown that he was good within those two teams. Like, not saying he wasn't any good against Tennessee, but he was not explosive against Tennessee as he was against Austin P and especially Marshall. So that's just my thing. I'm not saying that he doesn't come with speed. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that in order to play SEC football, you got to have a little more than just speed. You got to be a little physical. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bowens bring. They bring that physicality. Oh, that was way too high. You set your man up. Damn, that was way too high. He's more of an outside speed running back. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that quarterback he set his man up, man. How you gonna throw that ball that damn high? God damn. You need your wide receiver, man. Okay. Let's see what you do right here. He got plenty of time. Oh, Lord. Man, you had too many Ole Miss players back there, bro. Know you trying to find something downfield, but hey, Ole Miss said, man, we ain't finna slack up either on defense. Damn, he threw this shit in triple coverage, man. You say you watching Mississippi and Tennessee? Let me see what they talking about, man. Yeah, let me see. Put that on also. Like I said, man, you said Mississippi State doing good. Hey, man, they at home, but you see who up? It's 10-7. You see who winning the game right now. All right, Mississippi State first down. I don't know. This gonna be like I told you. This might just be a close scoring game right here. Oh, it should have been 14-10. Okay. So I got both of these games on right now. But you know the only one that matters really is Georgia. I don't care what Tennessee do. I don't care what Mississippi State do. It ain't gonna really matter. But I know one thing from the way they playing on offense, they look better though. They look better than they did. Yeah, we got too much of a big game tonight, man. We ain't, you know what I mean? It's good to watch these guys, especially Mississippi State, because we do play them in the regular season. So, damn, he got that ball off. Damn. Yeah, so I guess it's worth it watching the fake Bulldogs. That was a good throw, man. That was a good throw. That's all I want to see from Gunner, man, is to make some good throws, man. Make some good throws and some meaningful throws. He did that against Tennessee, so got to give him credit for that. All right. This man threw it in triple coverage. That's crazy. That could have been an easy pick six if them boys was if Ole Miss defense was paying attention rather than paying attention to him. That could have been an easy pick six. You had 3 men on him. 3rd and 20. Okay, he got some of that back, but it ain't enough. Yeah, this is a defensive game. I called it. I called that. I said it was going to be a close scoring game. I mean, we got 7 minutes till halftime, so we'll see. But it looks like it's going to be a close scoring game. Tennessee, Mississippi State seem to be a close scoring game. You know, so I don't see no blowouts. I don't see no blowout happening. Not with these two teams. You got the Jets and the Dolphins, the Bengals and the Broncos. Sunday. Yeah, it's definitely a good day. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a good one. But we gonna be going crazy. We gonna be going crazy at 7:30. It's gonna be lit at 7:30, man. Night game at home. Shh. They need to go on and bring out the black jerseys. Ooh, boy, that LSU defense, boy, they stout, boy. They are not playing. Yes, Lord, we gonna be lit tonight. Oh, damn, boy, y'all keep shooting yourself in the foot, Ole Miss. Damn, boy, y'all gotta have a little more discipline, man. Yeah, Georgia gonna beat Ole Miss. I could already see it. You said, nah, bring out the white jerseys. We definitely ain't coming with the red. I don't think we coming with the red. Damn, boy, he running, he throwing off his back foot. Tension the ground. Damn, how is this dude a senior? He don't play like a senior, in my opinion. Roughing the passer. Oh, man. How is he a senior? Like, maybe this is just one game. I thought that was, you said you've been following this guy for a while. He doesn't seem like a senior. The type of plays that he's making is like, it seems like a freshman. And it could just be LSU defense, so I gotta factor that in too. LSU do got a good defense. LSU got them locked down. Have you seen our New Jersey? They all red and all white. Yeah, I saw. Mm-hmm. I might wear my jersey tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I might wear my Brock Bowers jersey tonight. I might go ahead and put it on. Yeah, boy. Ole Miss quarterback having not a terrible night, but he ain't having too much of a good night. A good day. Yeah, I might throw on the Brock Bowers jersey tonight just to give Georgia that extra support. Oh, he said it's only for recruitment. Well, Dr. Umar. Oh, this dude. That dude is a clown. Call him doctor. That dude named Umar. Ain't no real doctor. Yeah. Okay, Mississippi State touchdown. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Man, you might be right. Yeah, I'm definitely sick and tired of looking at that red and gray. Yeah, like I want to see that. I ain't gonna lie, I want to see that black, man. I want to see us look different. Mississippi State out here. They said we ain't playing. Okay, finally got a pass off. Okay, all right. So you got Mississippi State 14 to Tennessee 10. Look like Ole Miss trying to move the ball on LSU. Let's see what they do. All right, they seem like they seem like they trying to stay in the game. Mississippi State said we is staying in this game. Y'all ain't finna come down here with that bull crap. We the fake Bulldogs. We ain't playing. Oh, threw an interception for a pick six. That's a pick six, baby. Oh, 2 flags down. Oh, he already see it coming. They gonna bring that back. That's probably what it was, a pass interference call on him. I figured it. I figured that pass interference. Yeah, Kirby looked like Kirby just, I don't know. Kirby like it plain Jane, I guess. You know, he like it plain Jane. I guess he ain't caring about the jersey. It don't matter to him. Yeah, I want to see that black. I want to see that black come out. Yeah, I definitely want to see that black come out. Let them know we not playing. Okay. Oh, that's where the flag at? Yeah, throw that flag out there. Boy, you ain't had your head turned out one bit. Come on now. Hey, you can't. Come on now. You got to turn your head now. Oh, he did turn his head, but the right hand. Oh no, he ain't even. Come on, man. You all over that man. That's good effort, but damn. Red top, white bottoms. I don't care what we do. Long as we do, I do want to see us in them black jerseys though. When the last time we even seen Georgia in some black jerseys? When the last time? Uh-oh. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is up. 9 to LSU 7. I still don't see an upset. Not an upset, but upset. The upset coming. But the last time we seen Georgia Black Jersey was in 2020 when we played you be on it. Yep, when we played Cincinnati. Yep, and we won by that field goal. Yep, we won by a field goal. I remember that. That was the last time. Yep. And that game, that was on New Year's, wasn't it? It was on New Year's. Soon as we kicked that field goal, I was counting down, I think. Wasn't it, Sincere? That brought in the new year, right? These are two decent games right here. These are two decent games, man. That's when JT was our starter. Yeah, that's when JT was doing his thing. JT was decent for Georgia, man. Oh, that was in 22 against Ohio State. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. That was a time, man. That was a time. I ain't gonna lie. Like just grinding it out. Football. I love that. Yeah, man. Mississippi State ain't playing. All right, LSU, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna answer back? Okay. Okay, that boy gone. He gone to the oh. What happened? He stepped out of bounds? What happened? He stepped out of bounds? I ain't noticed that. Oh yeah, he stepped out. Okay. That's the problem, losing to Bama. That's a issue right there. So if we lose tonight, we definitely got an Alabama problem. If we lose tonight, do I have the utmost confidence? I ain't even gonna lie to you, sincere. No, my confidence level is kind of mid range. Yeah, it's kind of mid range. I don't. I'm not doubting them, but at the same time, I feel like we got a lot of issues that we saw against Tennessee, and we could have possibly cleaned them up with them 2 weeks we had. We had 2 weeks to clean it up. So, but if we didn't clean up them issues that we saw against Tennessee, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I don't. I be honest with you. I feel like it's gonna be a close scoring game. Georgia gonna take the win. But I'm just not, as far as my confident level, I wish I had a little more confidence. But like I said, if we're not consistent, if we don't play better than what we did against Tennessee, then it may not look good for us. We need to start beating Bama. It's getting old and boring, losing to the same one team that can beat it. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, good hit. God damn, that was a good hit. Well, they defense ain't letting up, man. Ole Miss said we want this. Ole Miss say we want it more. But yeah, I'm tired of seeing us lose to Bama too, bro. Like it's at this point, it's like, do you really have a Bama problem, Kirby? Is it a Bama problem? Because we done had the best a better team than this season, still losing to Bama. Even though I feel like Bama was better than well, Bama had Jalen Milrow. They had Jalen Milrow. I think that's the only reason Bama beat us the last 2 seasons is because of Jalen Milrow. You know what I mean? I mean, I know a lot of people gonna say, well, he didn't do it alone, but in my opinion, if they didn't have a quarterback that was able to that was that talented, they wouldn't have beat Georgia either year, either seasons. They wouldn't have beat Georgia. Jalen Milrow was that guy. He kept them in a lot of different games using his athleticism. So I got to give him credit for that. And he can sling that ball too. He might have not have been the most accurate, but he definitely was accurate when he needed to be. Facts, Kirby. Is it an Alabama thing or does it come down to the coaching or players? Uh-oh. Oh, Miss coming back in this thing, man. Nah, I don't think it's the players, man. I think that might be coaching. I don't think it's the players at all because I felt like the 23 season and the 24 season we had more talented players. Um I just feel like that way. I feel like our team was more talented and we lost both times, you know? And I think it was just due to us not being able to stop the run. You know, we had a very difficult time with stopping the run in the 23 and 4 season. We had a tough time. Yeah, yeah, we lost both times, and it's sad to say, but it's the truth. We lost both times, and that's why, like I say, in the last live, that's why Saban got the hell up out of there. I saw somebody that spoke on that too, said the same thing I was saying. Saban got the hell out of Dodge because he saw the level of talent that he was getting in wasn't the same. So you can call him what you want, a sore loser or whatever, but when you come from being a dominant team in college football, you ain't trying to turn into a loser. If you used to losing, then it ain't no issue. You're gonna stick around for the ride. But if you somebody like Nick Saban that's used to winning and winning big games, national champions and championships and SEC championship, when you come from that and you're not seeing that no more, hey man, it's time to take another angle. It's time to do something else. Cause I could see how that could be stressful, especially for an older guy. I can see how it could be stressful, dealing with always winning. You were a team that always won, and now you a team that's not looking as good. So I can see where you like, nah, I wanna. Yeah, he left at the right time. I want to leave at the perfect time, and that was the perfect time to leave. Because if he would have stayed, it wouldn't have been good for him. It wouldn't have been good for him at all. Like I say, it's just like boxers. Like it's no point of coming back to boxing after you like 40 something years old. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna start looking bad. So if you got a good record, it's pointless I understand you want to prove this or prove that, or you still got that dog and that fight in you, but you want to leave out with a clean slate, with a good record. But if he came back, he's still going to get a lot of 5 stars and have the talent. Yeah, Alabama, the name alone gonna bring that talent. The name alone, man. Alabama has built a cult following and a cult following type of culture over there, to where it don't matter who's the coach. Excuse me, it don't matter who's the coach. Guys gonna come over there. Plus, they got the money. You got to remember that too. They got the money, so you know it's all about the bag. It's all about the bag. I'm about to go downstairs in a minute, man. Once the half is up, old lady cooking a crab boil, but she got the crabs that come in a little bag, like the made up crab. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't really care for that. I done had it like 2 times. I don't really too much care for it like that. But shit, I'm getting hungry at this point. If Nick Saban come back, we won't rejoin with Alabama. I think he would go to a different. Oh, he won't rejoin with Alabama. He would go to a different team. That's a possibility. I doubt he come back. I don't see that happening. I mean, what he doing right now, man? He's making too much money to try to come back. If he try to come back, that's just him. I don't know. That's it's a dumb move on him, man. This dude is doing commercials. This dude, I forget what the commercial is. The Aflac commercial. Then I think he got another commercial, right? I know he doing the Aflac with Dion. Then he he an analyst. Like he making money, man. He ain't doing that for no reason. All right, we got a minute and 50 before half. Let's see if Ole Miss can get down here and score. Good catch. Good catch. And brought it in. He went up there and grabbed that thing. But the safety wasn't even paying attention to the ball. I don't understand. Yeah, he making money. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they about to come up there and score before halftime. Best believe that. Say, y'all ain't finna come here and do us. Nah, we finna get it. I ain't gonna lie, Ole Miss got that fight in them though. They got some fight in them. And they got some guys out there making some big plays. So Ole Miss look pretty good, man. Oh, he didn't get the first. No, ain't no flag coming from that. Same thing for Kirby. Smart drop. Them pockets. Kirby got to get them players. Yeah. Oh, you said same thing for Kirby Smart. Drop them pockets. Yeah. Kirby Smart gotta do what he gotta do, man. He gotta spread that money out, man. Do what he gotta do to get these players in, man. Cause at the end of the day, that's the new way. That's the new way. Like you can't just be talking about culture is not a factor anymore. I mean, it does play a part. It does, but not as much as it used to. Like culture is not a big thing. Like, of course, a lot of us dog fans and a lot of the guys, young guys coming up that might be dog fans, of course, they're gonna want to come to Georgia regardless because they're dogs. You know, they love their dogs. But for the most part, the culture is not a big deal no more. Now it's time to really just get these guys in, give them the money. You know what I mean? It's a business now, so give them the money, give them what they worth. If they feel they worth it, you can't say, "Oh no, you ain't worth it." Nah, you can't do that because you ain't gonna be able to tell if they worth it or not. Damn, I would have thought that LSU quarterback would have had more yards, more passing yards. Look like Ole Miss. But you know, Ole Miss defense done stepped up, so that's what they and their offense done stepped up. Shit, he out there trying to let it fly. Damn, good shot defense. So you know what? I'm not gonna be live probably for the next until 7:30. I'm probably gonna cut this short. After the half over, I'm probably gonna cut it short because I gotta prepare for the big game. So I definitely appreciate you tuning in, sincere. I don't know what Shabazz at. I know Ransom came in. Mundo Black TV. He probably doing his own thing over there. 225 girl ain't showed up either. She probably got her own little thing going on. And everybody really ain't tripping. They just ready for that 7:30. They ready for that 7:30, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get prepared for that 7:30. What Tennessee doing? I mean, Joey Aguilar ain't doing too bad. He's moving the ball. Oh, touchdown. Tennessee. $17 up. Yeah. That's what I say, man. Tennessee ain't oh yeah, Ole Miss definitely finna score. But yeah, Tennessee said, nah, we staying in this. These are two good games though. I wish I could be live the whole time, but that run game. Uh-oh. Push the all right. Number 17 on Tennessee is good. Who number 17 is? Oh, the wide receiver? They always get them lanky ones too. That's what we need to focus on, getting them tall, lanky guys and a quarterback that can get it to them. That's the main thing. That's why I say for as far as with Georgia, it seems like we're never consistent. And I ain't just talking about the gameplay. I'm just talking about with recruitment either. Like we always I don't know, man. It seems like we always recruit. We don't have consistency with the recruitment either. You know, we may get a good running back core one season, but not have a great quarterback, or we might get we rarely get great wide receivers. I ain't even gonna speak on the wide receiver because we rarely get real good wide receivers. But it seemed like we just got to be a little more consistent with recruitment, man. Getting guys, 4 or 5 stars on both sides of the ball. You know, obviously it's about money, so just pay them the money, man. Pay them the money. Get them the money. Like I'm tired of seeing these short wide receivers, these 6'1" wide receivers. Like, nah, man. Obviously they ain't been getting the job done. Not for Georgia, they hadn't been. Zachariah Branch is though. You know, he getting it done. Hopefully we see a lot from him. But that consistency, I got to see it. You know, as far as the recruitment too. We stay recruiting at a high level on defense. Touchdown. Yeah, they say you ain't coming into our home and running over us. Yeah, I agree to the extent because don't want to pay a lane player all that money if he's not doing good at UGA. To an extent, yeah. I mean, but who knows? Who knows how good he? Like, if he's asking for money, obviously he's a high profile player. Obviously he got like, cause see, for me, I look at the offers. If I see you got offers from Alabama, Tennessee, LSU, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I see you got all of those offers, then I know you're worth the money. You know, if you don't have those offers, obviously, you know, you're not worth it. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're not worth it if you don't have those offers, but 9 times out of 10, if you have offers from damn near every team in the SEC, then obviously you should pay that man the bag. Pay him what he deserves. You know, that's just how I feel. Like, you'll never know until they play, but at the same time, if they got offers there where Ohio State always get the good wide receivers, just imagine if we get good wide receiver like that. I swear I had the same sentiment about recruiting and a lot of other things concerning Georgia. Yeah, for real though, Mac. For real though, like, bro, like, you gotta pay them the bag. Like, at the end of the day, man, we've been so up and down with recruitment. Like, yeah, 1 year, yeah, we always tend to get good defenses, even though I feel like this is the worst defense that we've seen, in my opinion. This is the worst defense that we've seen in the last couple of years. Not saying that they playing horribly. I'm just saying, like, y'all know we had a historical defense, history-making defense. But it seemed like we always put all of our eggs in that one basket, which is the defense. And at one point, I felt like that would work every season. I felt like, okay, because we know defenses win games, so that's going to work every season for us as long as we have a decent enough quarterback that can move the ball. But it seemed like you got to have players on both sides, man. You got to have those tall, linky wide receivers. I mean, we had Lad McConkey, George Pickens, and A.D. Mitchell and Brock Bowers. Yeah, I mean, you want to throw, yeah. But the point that I'm making is that we're just not consistent. We're not consistent. You know what I mean? Luckily, we lucked up, and Lad McConkey became a dog because dude wasn't. I don't even know if he was even he was like a 3-star or something like that. Like, luckily, George Pickens was like the highest recruited wide receiver out of that bunch that you just talked about. So we got to be a little more consistent with that. I think that's our biggest issue: the quarterback recruitment and the wide receiver recruitment. The quarterback recruitment and the wide receiver recruitment is the two biggest issues I think that Georgia be having a lot of time. Oh yeah, Lad was thinking about going to Tennessee. I did see that in this little documentary about Lad. Yeah. So if we can get that together, man, I think we'll be good. Like, come on, man. Like, let's like at this point, and I think that's what they tried to do this season. Like, they tried to recruit guys, over 6 foot tall. They try to get guys in there 6'3", 6'4", So that's what we need. I'm not saying that they guaranteed to be dogs. I'm just saying, like, you will have a better chance. Them boys can go up there and get it. 50-50 ball each time. Like, look at the 2024 season. Like, you had nobody over 2 or 6'1", 6'1", 6'2". You had nobody over that height. It damn sure wasn't. Aaron Smith wasn't that tall. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Bell damn sure wasn't that tall. We need a tall quarterback too, because it seemed like Kirby liked them short quarterbacks. Yeah, we done had a lot of short quarterbacks. I think it's just I don't know, man. I think you got to pay these guys. At the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, you got to pay these guys in order to dominate season after season, man. You have to pay these dudes because recruitment been really slack, and on the offense side of the ball, even with the running backs done slacked up a little bit. We still, in my opinion, this is a good group of running backs this season, but we still slacking up with that too. We haven't got a 5-star running back yet. I think Josh McCray was probably the most. I think Josh McCray a 5-star. I'm not sure about him. I don't know. I don't think he is a 5-star. I don't think he a 5-star. Yeah, 4-star. Yeah. And I think the last 5-star running back we had was I think Zamir White might have been a high 4-star. What was the last? Because I know James Cook was a 4-star. Damn. Who was it Nick Chubb them and Sony Michel them? I think that was the last 5-star running back. Yeah, Kendall Milton. Kendall Milton was decent, but he didn't seem like a 5-star. Yep, Kendall Milton was a 5-star. He was decent, but and then getting hurt and all that that put a damp on his game. So, but anyway, man, hey, look, man, sincere, man, I appreciate you coming off in this live, chilling, relaxing with me. I really appreciate you for doing that. But I'm about to end this thing because I got to get myself together for this 7:30 game. I was gonna watch the whole Max said we always at the top of recruiting, but I wish it was more balanced as far as getting the right pieces offensively and defensively. I think it's we do more. We're more consistent as far as defense, the recruitment on the defense. I don't know what it is about offense. I will see you later tonight. Go Dogs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about the offense. I think that they working on it. We're getting Taylor and C.J. Wiley. I think they trying to work on it. I think they hear the talk and they trying to work on it. But you got to have the right pieces on offense. I think offense is the main issue. The defense, to me, it has slacked up a little bit this season. But I think we'll get back to that. We just got to do the same thing. Like I always say, you got to use the same formula you using to get these 5 stars on the defense and get some 5 stars on that offense. And like I say, with C.J. Wiley and Taylor look like we trying to make that happen. But Mac, man, sincere, y'all stay tuned at 7:30, man. Y'all come vibe with me at 7:30 because we going to be lit. I might put on my Brock Bowers jersey and we going to win this game. We going to get this thing rolling. We finna crush these dudes. So hopefully everybody come to play. Hopefully every side of the ball come to play. It's been a minute since we beat Alabama, and we got to make it count. We at home.